Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Driverless Narco Vehicles Transporting Drugs. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Drug traffickers are developing the holy grail of their business. It's amazing. While everyone in San Francisco and other cities is seeing driverless cabs moving around town and picking up and dropping people off on a test basis, the narcos are secretly believed to be developing driverless drug transport vehicles. So wouldn't moving drugs inside driverless vehicles be an extremely risky proposition? Well, we believe so, but it would also have some benefits. So we're going to go over the hypothetical benefits and dangers of narcos using driverless cars to deliver their product. First, let's discuss some of the potential benefits. The first huge benefit would be that if the police pulled the driverless car over and found drugs inside, then there would be no one to prosecute or threaten with jail inside the car. The next benefit would be moving drugs without drivers or humans would mean that it would be harder to stop and seize their vehicles. Why is that? Because a driverless car would be programmed to flee the police at 120 or 130 miles per hour, and chasing a car moving that fast would be much too risky a proposition for a human police car driver. Next, the police would not have to worry about getting into the shootouts with driverless cars, simply because there would be no one inside to shoot back at them. Next, driverless cars could be rigged with extra gas tanks so that they could drive very far without needing to stop at gas stations. Now, if they needed to stop at a gas station, then one of their criminals could be there waiting to fill it up for them when it arrived, and then they could move on. Next, driverless cars could be designed to prevent the police from ever seizing their narco loads. They could be designed to destroy their loads if the police ever forced them over. That means if the loads were destroyed and there was no human inside, then there would not be much work for the police to do. Another problem with driverless narco transport vehicles is what happens to the load if the car breaks down or is stolen. This means that each vehicle would have to be monitored electronically and by video in case it broke down or was attacked. Human-driven narco cars require that drivers be paid for each trip. And when you multiply that payment across a large number of cars and trips, then it can be very substantial. But with driverless cars, all you have to pay for is the cost of building them or retrofitting them to a driverless capability, and then you never need to pay any more human drivers to drive anything. So what are some of the disadvantages of using driverless cars for this business? Well, first of all, driverless cars tend to stick out like crazy on the road. People really believe there's no one behind the wheel of the car. And that means that police would really notice these vehicles more than any other cars. They would really stick out and look suspicious. That means they might get pulled over more often and inspected. Now, I guess the bad guys could put a very realistic looking dummy behind the wheel to look less suspicious, but in the end, even those would look a little odd. As anyone who's ever driven a vehicle with GPS knows, sometimes the GPS can go really wrong. It can literally drive you off a cliff if the human driver doesn't catch it and stop it. If only one out of 1,000 GPS-driven driverless cars does something stupid like drive into a river or smash into another car, then that would be really bad for the traffickers. It would attract a lot of attention and cause a lot of additional costs and headaches for them. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this would be too exotic, too extreme. The narcos would never do something like this. Well, let me tell you something. The narcos are already using unmanned drones to transport their products. They're using small submarines to transport their products. Given that, we suspect that it's only a matter of time before they start developing advanced driverless cars that could make them a fortune and make their business a lot safer. Will they do this? Who knows? Are they doing it now? No way to confirm. But I'll tell you what, we believe that it's only a matter of time before they start rolling something like this out. And when they do, it's going to be very strange and complicated for the police to pursue them. Let's hope the narcos never do this. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also comment and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.